Hi there, Year 6, and welcome to Wednesday's homework answers. So let's go through the questions that I set you yesterday. We have got questions 1 to 6 of our fraction subtraction today. So hopefully you've had a go, hopefully you didn't find them too tricky. Again, we're going to start super easy and it gets a little bit harder towards the end, but we will do it together. So the first one, they both got the same denominator, so that should be nice and simple. That doesn't change, and we just subtract the top. So 2/7 would be your answer there. Remembering, obviously, that today we are subtracting, whereas yesterday we are adding. A really common mistake is just to add when it says subtract, just a silly little mistake like that. So hopefully we didn't fall into that trap. Let's look at number 2. 5/6 take away 2/3. Now, we haven't got a common denominator, but I'm looking, can I use either of the existing denominators? Yes, I can. I could use 6 because 6 is in the 3 times table. So my 5/6 can just come straight down. And then my 2/3 needs to be converted. So just like with the addition yesterday, if I want to convert, I look, how am I getting from 3 to 6? I'm going to times it by 2. So I must do the same to the top number. 2 times 2 is 4. And I'm left with 5/6 take away 4/6. A nice, easy calculation. 1/6 should be your final answer there. Number 3, 7/12 take away 1/4. Again, we haven't got a common denominator. I'm going to have a look. Can I use either of those denominators? Will that work? Yep, because 12 is in the 4 times table, so I can use 12s. I can carry 7/12 straight down because it doesn't need to change, and then I will have to convert my quarter into 12s. 4 times what is 12? Times 3, so do the same to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. 7 take away 3 is 4. 4/12. If you were super on the ball, you would notice that you can simplify that by finding a number that you can divide both numbers by, and that is 4. So if you've worked out that you can simplify that into 1/3, then well done. That's your final answer. Again, 4/12 is not wrong. So if you've got 4/12, it is not wrong at all. But if you simplified it, bonus points. Number 4, 4/5 take away 1/6. We haven't got a common denominator. I'm not going to be able to use either of those as a denominator either, because 5 doesn't go into 6, 6 doesn't go into 5. So I'm going to have to think of my 5 times tables and my 6 times tables and think of a number that will be in both. I think it's going to be 30. So let's convert them both to 30. You will notice that 30 is 5 times 6. So if you're struggling to find a common denominator, you can just multiply the two together, because then you definitely know it's a multiple of both. Right, let's convert that one then. So 5 times what is 30? Times 6, so I have to do the same to the top. 4 times 6 is 24. And then what about this one? 6 times what is 30? 5. Same to the top. 1 times 5 is 5. And then I've got 24 take away 5, 19. And that can't be simplified because 19 is a prime number. So it has no factors, nothing will divide. So that's your final answer there. Let's have a look at number 5 then. 2/3 take away 2/5. Again, no common denominator. Again, we can't use one of those because 3 doesn't go into 5, 5 doesn't go into 3. So we're looking for that common denominator, the number that features in both the times tables. And it's going to be 15 this time, which you can see again is 3 times 5. So let's set that up. We want 15s as both of our denominators, and then we need to convert. 3 times what is 15? I'm going to times 5 for this conversion. Top number then, numerator, 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times what is 15? we're going by 3 for this fraction. Same to the numerator, 2 times 3 is 6. 10 take away 6 is 4. So 4/15. Again, that can't be simplified because nothing goes into both 4 and 15. Last one for today then, number 6. Now I've got a mixed number, a whole number and a fraction. 1 and 4/9 take away 3/9. So I've got the same denominator, which is good news. And you might just be able to work that one out by looking, but let's do the method where we convert it to an improper fraction and check it. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking if I've got 1 and 4/9 and I just took away 3/9, I'd have 1 and 1/9. So you might have come to that assumption as well, but let's work it out using the method, because when they're harder, you need the method, okay? So let's work out how many ninths are in 1. So 1 whole is 9/9, add the 4, 13/9. 3/9 can just stay as it is. Now we've got 2 lovely fractions, both with 9 as a denominator, and we can just take away, equals 10/9. And I can see that that's an improper fraction because the top number, the numerator, is bigger than the denominator. Now, if you put 10/9 as your answer, great, you're right, that's not wrong at all, but it's an improper fraction. The best thing to do is to turn it back into a mixed number. So we go, how many wholes have I got? 9 would be the whole, so that's 1, and then 1 left over, 1 and 1/9. So we can see that the original assumption was right. So as mixed number questions go, that's an easy one, but they will get harder. For tonight then, to be marked tomorrow, let's carry on with the page, fraction subtraction, page 34. Let's do 7 until 12. Okay, so numbers 7 till 12 of fraction subtraction, and check in tomorrow for your answers. Thanks for joining.